Welcome to the Pint Pals podcast, where every sip tells a story. Join us as we crack open the world of craft beer, one pint at a time. From crispy lagers to rich stouts and everything in between, craft beer is for everyone. We'll share our favorite brews, give our rating, and have some laughs along the way. So, grab a pint, relax, and let's explore craft beer together.
This is an Off the Tongue podcast.
Hey, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of the Pine Pals podcast. It is I, Lucas.
Hey, my name's Nate.
And today, as you can notice, we are in our brand new recording space. I don't want to say studio because we're still in my second bedroom in my apartment.
No, we're outside right now. Clearly, can't you tell from the grass on the ground and the white fence behind us? Why not? It's clearly we're outside right now. I mean, it's still sunny. We're recording.
It's sunny.
During high noon right now. It's super sunny. It's really warm in here, though. I will say it is matching the temperature that is outside right now.
Is it warm? Is it that warm in here?
It is warm in here, and I think it's the lights. Those
you're
lights give off a lot of heat.
I'm totally fine.
We're just getting into the real aesthetic of it. I'm going to start sweating on the podcast just like we're outside.
Gross.
Yeah, right? All in HD because we also got a new camera. We finally figured out that we don't have to use a stupid little webcam. We've had cell phones this entire time.
Have we told that to people?
No.
That we've been every time we've done a video podcast, we've had a 1080p webcam on a tripod hooked up to my computer through a USB extension cord, and then we spent fucking forever
trying to get Canon
DSLR camera to work as a camera for this. We found out that the DSLR cameras, due to import laws, can only record 15 minutes at a time due to the classification on an import sheet.
What a hoax!
It's so dumb. It's so dumb. It's a camera, not a camcorder, because camcorders, they can record for as long as the battery will allow it.
God forbid you have 2-in-1.
God forbid you have 2-in-1.
But here we are with their phone.
Here we are with Nate's phone.
Absolutely insane.
And
we'll see if the video lasts the whole time, if my phone doesn't overheat and explode.
Yeah, we'll give it a try.
But you know what? Right now, the quality is already better because that webcam could not focus on anything in the distance. It all had to be up close. So,
but we've got a new recording space. These chairs are temporary. We're going for a whole sitting outdoors, having a few beers with your pals.
Hey,
aesthetic, and I think it's better. I think it opens up the room a little bit. I felt like we were kind of cramped behind the table.
With the table, yeah. We were very limited on space.
This is our second time trying to record our first episode with our new location type motif vibe. I don't know what to call it yet. But the reason that we haven't released that episode is because my fat ass was bending out the back legs of a plastic Adirondack chair. So we have now had to invest in wooden Adirondack chairs.
Which I prefer, they're a lot nicer.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And
more durability.
I would like to add the brewery stickers because now we don't have the table to the chairs. I would like to do that, but I know we're spending money on the chairs, and the table was free.
The table was free. The table is still in my garage, and it's going to remain there until we have a future brewery because it will be a desk, or it will be for when we do the podcast there, or if we take this,
or just hang it up on the wall,
or we'll hang it up on the wall. Yeah.
But
I haven't figured that out yet.
Anyway, I'm a big fan of this.
Yeah.
I even, I'm kind of cool with the camp chairs for the time being.
Mm-hmm.
But
we do got to be careful though. I feel like we might be kind of matching with one of the other podcasts on the podcast network that we're part of.
Oh, the podcast network that we're part of. Do you mean the Off the Tongue podcast network?
Why, yes, I do.
And this is the podcast that you're referring to, the Greener Grass podcast?
Greener Grass podcast, yeah. We've now got green grass. So
we have greener grass. We have greener grass than the Greener Grass podcast has. And by that, we mean we have a green carpet.
Yeah, we do, yeah. You know what? On video though, it looks pretty good. This grass. I'm digging it.
Yeah,
I'm digging it.
Well, I mean, we just had this idea on like we were just talking on the phone about getting rid of the table, and then I was like, what if we found a green carpet
And just
and
went
just
full yard.
full went for it?
I
But
love it. But yeah,
speaking
the
of the
Off the
Off the
Tongue
Tongue
podcast. Yeah. Tell
we
me a
are-
little bit more about it.
I will if you would give me a chance.
I will consider that while I take a water break. Go
All
ahead.
right, perfect. Well, the Off the Tongue Podcast Network is a podcast network that we are a part of, along with some other great shows like the Greener Grass Podcast. It's funny, that makes it okay. Skate Ohio 419, the original Copycats, Teach a Dummy, and the Milligram Show.
Yeah, if you're looking for a podcast, I mean, there's a wide variety there on Off the Tongue Podcast. You can find it on Instagram. All these podcasts, I believe, are on Spotify or also YouTube as well.
Yes. Yes.
Also
And
on
there's-
Instagram. So if you just want to look them up, you're interested, check them out on Instagram. But Off the Tongue Podcast Network.
There's
you will
something
find
for
us.
everybody on there. There's just been tons of content always coming out, and it's free.
Yeah.
It's free to be
Hey.
a part of. If you're another podcaster out there and you want to join,
We're going to join the network. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's dive into today's episode.
yeah. So we're
so-
sticking with the Summer of Seltzer.
Summer of Seltzer, because Lucas is still working on his Summer of Seltzer. I'm being forced to drink seltzers with him. I
you're
don't
not
have a
being
choice.
forced. I never said that.
Yeah, I do. I'm blinking. Please send beer.
You know what's been real hard
Um,
about this Summer of Seltzer thing
What?
is that it's July. It is.
Okay.
It is July, right?
Yeah.
And I follow a good chunk of craft beer and bottle shops in the Columbus area. And you know what's hitting the shelves right now?
Pumpkin.
Oktoberfest and pumpkin beers.
Ah.
And you know what are some of my favorite beers to drink?
Pumpkin beers.
Oktoberfest and pumpkin beers.
Hey.
I you know, a lot of people are like, you pumpkin beer. I don't give a shit. I love pumpkin spice latte coffees. I am
Nothing
there.
wrong with it.
I am there day one. Well, you know how the internet is.
Yeah, no, I get you.
I am there day one when those drop. I will get a pumpkin spice latte. It'll still be 90 degrees outside, but I'll still get it piping hot. And the pumpkin beers and Oktoberfest are just some of the best beers in my opinion. Pumpkin beers being in what I call the fun beer category. And Oktoberfest is just one of my favorite all-time styles. Like Oktoberfest and just Marzen beers are just some of my favorite beers to drink.
Well, the season's coming. Let's get your seltzers
Yeah.
out of the way, so that way when it's time, you'll
I'll
still be able to drink them during their season.
I know. I have
Yeah.
a list of
Just be
like
starting late.
some of the ones that I'm just like, I hope that this is there. I hope that this is there. I hope it's still available because like some of the bigger ones are, like is the Dew Claw pumpkin milkshake IPA beer. Yeah, that's gonna be fucking there. But the Urban Artifact.
Are you
Pumpkin
going to? Are you afraid that any of these beers are going to go out of stock before you have the chance to start buying them? Are you going to buy them ahead of time?
I was
Before you
thinking
can
about
start
buying
drinking
them ahead of time,
Okay.
but that means I need to make more room in my fridge.
Well, let's dive into the seltzers we have today. So I just went on a trip down to North Carolina for the Outer Banks, and
Man,
on
you
our
go there a lot.
I used to go there a lot as a kid.
Wait.
Outer Banks. Oh, North Carolina. I guess I've been down there for like
Because
weddings.
this is technically our second North Carolina episode then.
Asheville. I've been to Asheville like maybe a handful of times just because it's right next to Asheville is only like an hour away from the Great Smokies. And we go there a lot because one of the national parks we really love. So I have been to Asheville quite a bit, but this one was actually closer to, oh, you know what? I don't even know what major city it was closer to. I want to say maybe Raleigh. Is that how you pronounce it? Raleigh, North Carolina.
I thought it was Raleigh.
Raleigh, maybe Raleigh. Sure. Let's go with that.
I mean,
But anyway, it wasn't even
two
there.
Northerners
It doesn't
trying to
even
explain
matter. Yeah. It was actually Rocky Mount. And so what was really cool was this place that we went to, Rocky Mount Mills. I thought was really interesting because there was about maybe 8 breweries advertised being there.
Mm.
And what it is, what I think it is it's a place that provides all the brewing equipment for these breweries to brew there. and then they have their breweries in
okay.
separate locations.
Like a co-op brewery?
Yeah, like a co-op. So this whole building, you could see all the brew stuff is in there, and then on their website it says like, yeah, you can brew here, and it shows you like, here's what we have for you to be able to brew. But I think it's cool. Unfortunately, half of those breweries that they advertise are no longer open or are not in that location.
Oh, that's a shame.
At least we couldn't find them. But we found two that we were really interested in. There was one we were kind of too lazy to walk over, and we were kind of short on time. But the two that we were really interested in were Bright Penny Brewing and Hopfly Brewing. And the reason we made this whole trip in the first place is because we went to a brewery on Outer Banks. And
what brewery is that?
it was, I don't know if I want to say it because
Say it.
I'm about to crap on them.
So crap on them.
All right. It was Whalehead Brewing.
Whalehead?
Whalehead Brewing. And don't get me wrong, the only reason I was upset by it, I didn't necessarily hate their beer. I was upset because it was a U-pour brewery.
Oh God, I hate those.
Yeah. I was so disappointed by that because it's so much more expensive. A 16 ounce of a lager cost me $11. I was so disappointed by that.
Well,
and I didn't necessarily hate their beer, but it was just like when you go to these U-pour places, they make you think like, oh yeah, I'm getting a good deal for this. Pour as much beer as you want, but you're still paying more for that beer.
You end up paying more, and
More
people go
per
nuts
ounce.
for it because it's like, oh look, it's the novelty of it.
It is. It's the novelty of it. It's cool for once in a while, but
And that's a good way for a place to not have to pay employees.
yeah. That's true. Well, they had a pizza place, and that was their main focus. They had employees walking around. The only thing I don't like that as a brewery is that you have to constantly explain it to new people, and especially it being a high tourist place, you constantly have to explain. Here's what you do. Here's what you do. Here's what you do.
And what if somebody has like a question about a couple of styles of beer? Like what? They're supposed to track down somebody and not talk to.
There was always a guy there. There was always people there, like walking around.
Gotcha.
They were serving the pizza and stuff, and that's what made it weird too. Because we ordered pizza, and I was like, I don't want to tip. But I want to tip the pizza people, but I don't want to tip the people that are standing behind the counter giving me the wristband to go order my own beer.
And that's the thing, because then you got to ask, like, well, are you a tip position?
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, there's some places in Columbus that, like the one that's right by Nationwide. I fucking hate that place.
Kettle and Brew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's so expensive to get anything to drink there.
Yeah.
But, I mean, do I go there because you can, if there's a game or something, you can just walk in, get a beer, and then take it outside because it's part of the Dora district, the outdoor drinking area. But honestly,
I think that's different. As a standalone thing, as a place where you can get a big variety of beers, I don't mind it. It's not my place to go to. It's not my go-to.
So are you upset about
I'm upset about it being a brewery
and doing that?
It took away from the personal aspect of a brewery. It just felt more like there's the beer, go get it, and sit down, drink it. It didn't feel as personal or like a very inviting place, I guess. Even though it was like they were nice and everything, but it just didn't feel like a brewery. But I mean, their beer was okay. I didn't mind it.
Was it made there?
Yes, it was made there. You could see the brewery on the other side.
Oh, okay.
Through the windows. Thank goodness, because if I didn't see that, it would have felt even weirder. But yeah. Anyway, so one of the beers they had on tap there was called Hopfly Brewing, and they make some phenomenal sours.
Hopfly Brewing.
Hopfly
Why does that sound so familiar?
You can look it up afterwards, but they had two locations. I think the Rocky Mount was their second location. I don't know where their first one is, but the sours they make were phenomenal. And there was one called Taste the Blender. That is a Skittle-based sour that put the Tiny S's to shame.
Oh, really?
I mean, it was phenomenal. It was so good.
Did you bring any of that back home with you?
No, we tried. And when we went to go ask if they had any of their sours, like, no, the second they come out, they're gone.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. So a place to look forward to now. Look out for Hopfly. Their sours are pretty good.
I'm going to write that down.
Yeah, they had some other really good ones, some cheesecake.
What was it? One more time?
Hopfly.
Hopfly. That sounds so familiar.
Yeah, it has a name that seems like it would be very familiar, or very well known.
We should reach out to them.
Well, yeah, I'll tag them in this video because we're gonna try some of their beers. So, try some of their seltzers.
Awesome.
Yeah. The other one was Bright Penny Brewing, but we'll dive in here. And I've only had one of these. The other two I have not. So we'll see what happens here.
Oh, am I just drinking right out of this can?
Yeah, this one's the can. The other two are not.
Oh, I think I'm gonna like this. What a Charlotte.
Charlotte. Okay, so Charlotte must be their main location then. Yeah, so this is Palmer Pop Hard Seltzer. It is 4.5% from Hot Fly Brewing. And like you just said, they're from Charlotte, North Carolina. But I don't know if I'm assuming they also brew in Rocky Mount since it's that co-op, but they might not. They might just well, no, I think they do because I think we saw one of the breweries there when we were there. But
So lemon orange
Pico tea?
Pico tea?
Pico tea? I've actually
I'll
never
go
heard of
with
that. Pekoe, Pico tea. But just essentially an Arnold Palmer.
This gotta say, Arnold Palmer in this
In this setting?
gotta love it.
All right, well, I get the tea right off the front.
I'm gonna just
Is it foaming on you?
No. I was just pushing a little bit to see the color. It kind of looks.
Oh, gotcha. It's definitely got the. I'm sure it would come out as like a.
Oh my god,
brown.
that smells.
Smells tea. I'm not getting like the lemonade smell, but I guess I am a little bit. Yeah, the more I go into it.
It's kind of like a brisk smell,
Let's go
like
for
a
it.
brisk tea smell.
Brisk tea. I get that.
I just spilled all over the place. Shit. My god. That is refreshing.
It's definitely different in can because when I had it, I just had a small sample of it because I wanted to make sure it was actually somewhat decent before I bought it. I like that.
I'm definitely getting brisk tea vibes off of this. Like early 2000s brisk tea with the snowman.
I think I want a little bit more lemonade from it.
I can see that. I can see
Yeah.
that. Like, it definitely lets you know that there's lemon in it. Like, there's like that acidic bite to it kind of
Yeah.
at the end. But I get what you're saying with more the lemonade flavor.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is very well balanced. I'm a big fan of this. And you only brought these 2 cans?
Well, I have 2 more at home.
Oh, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Abby really liked it when she tried it, so I was like, well, I'll save one for you.
That's so
It
good.
was delicious.
And you know what's great about doing the camping chairs?
We actually have a designated
Designated cup holder.
They don't have to hear the cling of the table hitting our, and then the mic's just ringing
Oh my god.
all the way through.
And oh god, I love our new setup. I'm relaxed.
Right.
Oh man. I'm loving this. And I'm
Because
excited
wait, when we have the erotic chair, we might actually get too relaxed.
yeah.
Well, here on the Pipe House Podcast, we have a rating scale, which is called the PRO scale. It's an acronym for P, probably won't drink again. R is regrettable. O is optimistic. S is satisfactory. And T is terrific. What do you think about this one?
I'm to be completely honest, I'm gonna give it a T.
Give it a T.
This has, in my opinion, a very good Arnold Palmer flavor. It's crisp, it's refreshing, and it has better. I don't know. It's got better taste to it than some of the hard teas I've had.
Yeah. Well, I like the lemon taste sticks in your mouth towards the end. Like you get that lemon flavor in your mouth at the end. I do want a little bit more lemon from it, but I'm gonna go with the tea as well. Yeah, I'm gonna agree with you on
so
that.
Good. I'm gonna be upset when it's empty.
We'll save it because I haven't tried the others yet, so I'm hoping they're gonna be good. We'll see what happens here. So save this one in case
I will.
something goes wrong.
I will
but-
definitely. So you went to the Outer Banks, right?
Yeah.
Were you staying on the Outer Banks?
Yeah, we stayed in Corolla.
Okay. Did you go to Kitty Hawk?
We did. We went there just when we were going diving. We did shore diving there. And
Okay.
We went down to Kitty Hawk.
Saw some of the shipwrecks and stuff.
Saw one of the shipwrecks.
Is it the one that has the smokestack sticking out of water?
No, it is not.
I
This
went
one,
swimming in that beach.
this one's a. Oh, really?
Oh yeah, we went to the Outer Banks once when I was in high school, I think.
Oh, okay. We used to go every year with my whole family up till like maybe a freshman or
It's a
sophomore.
beautiful area.
That's a lot of fun.
And
Well, we always went off season. We always went during spring break, which surprisingly
That's what we did.
is not as popular spring break location as other places.
Well,
so it
I
wasn't
mean,
as busy.
when I think of the Outer Banks, I don't think of it as a party scene.
Not until summer, but oh my gosh, summer.
Oh, really?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, if you don't get down there quick enough in the morning to claim a spot, you are fighting for a good spot.
For like partying or like
There's quite a few partying. I wouldn't say it's not like a college crowd. It's more like older people in their late 20s, 30s, you know.
Don't say older people.
Dads.
Don't say
dads,
that.
you know.
Don't say older people.
So there's
in
clearly
their 20s
kids
and 30s.
there, but
That's
it's
us.
dads that are letting their kids, you know, run into the water while they're sitting there drinking underneath their
Those are our
canopy. Those are our equals.
Our equals. Don't say older when we're that age.
You like how I aimed for the age that was actually lower than me anyway?
Older people in their late 20s and 30s. That's us, Nate. That's us.
It hasn't sunk in yet. Oh man. Yeah.
Did you go to the kite shop at all? Or have
The
you
what?
been? The Kitty Hawk kite shop?
No, I have not.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun.
Really?
Yeah. Did you ever fly kites like at Kitty Hawk and
I didn't
stuff
really
like
get.
that?
I didn't really get into them. I have flown kites.
But on the Outer Banks and stuff, where I mean, it's
I
not,
might have,
You know,
yeah, when I was
I
little.
don't like wake up and go, shit. I wish I was at the Outer Banks.
Outer
flying
Banks flying
kites."
a kite.
But no, it's just like all these cool kites all over the place.
Really?
And yeah.
We've been to what's the Wright Brothers Museum outside
Kill Devil Hill?
Yeah, we've been over there. But no, I've never. I mean, I think I've flown a kite before at the Outer Banks. I just don't remember very detailed because I was a little kid.
Well, as somebody who grew up in Ohio, you, not me,
Okay.
and somebody who has been a proud Ohioan their entire life.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Compared to me, somebody who started living in here, going to school in 2012, and then, you know, going to college, all that, and then
Just kind of became an Ohioan.
I wouldn't say, dude, watch your dirty mouth.
Dude, you have been here long enough. You are an Ohioan.
All
now.
right.
Yeah.
It's on my driver's license. But speaking of the question, as somebody who is an Ohioan, and this is, I don't know if this is going to offend any viewers of ours and stuff like that, but Ohio has the audacity to say and put it on their license plate and saying that Ohio is the birthplace of aviation.
It is.
It's not. It's not.
They came up with the idea here. They went down to Kitty Hawk to actually do it.
So where did the first flight happen?
The first flight is on North Carolina's license plate.
Birthplace of aviation.
Aviation was born in their workshop, their little
No,
bike shop
that doesn't mean
in
anything.
Ohio.
That doesn't mean anything.
They came up with the idea there. Then they went down to actually
Okay.
test it there.
Okay, well, okay.
So first flight happened there, but birthplace of it and their ambition and their love to figure it out happened in Ohio.
So the Pine Pals podcast isn't a Columbus born podcast then. It's a New York born podcast.
Why is that?
Well, I'm from New York, Nate.
I'm from Ohio.
Yeah.
Okay. But it took place here in Ohio, so it's an Ohio-based podcast.
Oh, okay. So by that logic,
It
then,
started here.
it didn't.
It started
didn't.
here.
It didn't. It's not. This is what's wrong.
So if
with
you
this.
come up with ideas in one state and then you take them to another state to actually go test them out, because you can't actually test it out in Ohio.
Okay.
There is no place that you're going to be testing out flying in Ohio that is perfect.
Okay. Oh, perfect.
Okay.
That answers that question.
What question?
That Ohio can't be the birthplace of aviation if the first flight in aviation happened in North Carolina.
When you
That
are
is the birthplace
born,
of aviation.
When you are born, okay, let's say you're born,
I'm born
okay? You were born in what state?
Kentucky.
Okay. Do you tell me that okay, so that's the birthplace of you.
Of Lucas. Yes.
Okay. But you're not from Kentucky. You're from New York.
Yes.
Okay. And answers that.
That doesn't answer anything.
That answers it.
That
The
doesn't answer
birthplace of it was in Ohio. So we say I was born here. But everything else happened there. Just like you said that. You were born in Kentucky, but everything else, your rest of your life, happened in New York.
Yes.
All right. There we are.
Okay. I was in Kentucky for less than 4 months.
Birthplace That's what it is. Their idea was born in Ohio.
That doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean a
Oh my
damn
God.
thing.
Let's move on.
No,
I can't sit here and talk about the Wright brothers for a solid hour of a podcast.
I have no problem. So you beef with North Carolina then on their license plate where it says first in
First
flight.
in flight is fine.
That's birthplace of aviation. The first flight happened. This is
The first flight.
Can we talk about male and female chords again? Do you want to do that, Nate?
I don't want to talk about that. No, that was me just not thinking.
Oh God. This is
not that difficult of an idea.
It is.
It isn't.
It is.
You don't say that you were born in New York. You say you were born in Kentucky.
Because I was born in Kentucky.
Because the idea of aviation was born in Ohio.
That doesn't.
It doesn't say aviation grew up in Ohio and was formed. It just said it was the birthplace. It's where the idea was originated.
No, that's dumb. That's so dumb.
I never said it was smart.
so
I
dumb.
never said it was great. I never said that should be the thing that we focus on Ohio. Never said that. I'm just saying it's the birthplace.
So in order for a place to claim an idea that, it has to be in that place is what you're saying.
Are you telling me you rather our license plate just say R.I.P. Harambe?
Yes.
Okay.
Because that happened here.
That's what we should just switch it to.
Yes, absolutely.
R.I.P. Harambe.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. I'm not disagreeing with you on the fact that it shouldn't be on the license plate. I'm just saying it is the birthplace of aviation.
It's really
It
not.
doesn't have to be on the license plate. I don't know why it's that big of a focus. I'd rather have the first flight than the birthplace of aviation. But you know what? There's been other things that
It's a
have happened
cop-out.
in Ohio.
It's a cop out.
There's other things that have happened in Ohio. Find it here.
Yeah. Yeah. That was stupid saying.
Find what here? I don't know what I'm looking for.
It.
You're gonna find it.
You know what it's not though? The birthplace of aviation.
Oh my God. Anyway, let's dive into our next beer here. Okay, so this one is from Bright Penny, which is actually it's right next to the Hop Fly because they're all at that cohort. So this was right next to it.
Co-op.
Cohort, co-op. Okay, sure. First flight, birthplace of aviation. Why not? So this is the hard seltzer made with all natural fruit juice, brewed and canned in Mabane, North Carolina. Excuse me. It's called Fresh Cut Cherry Plus Lime. It's 5 ABV, and it is from Bright Penny Brewing.
What did you say it was? Cherry limeade?
Cherry plus lime. So I'm guessing it's a cherry limeade. Yeah.
I like those flavors together.
No other real information here. Let's go ahead and open and see what we get here.
So did you just buy these cans there?
Yeah, so
You didn't go to like a bottle shop or anything down there?
well, that's the even better part. There was a bottle shop there on the vicinity too.
Oh.
I looked at pictures and it had shelves and shelves of stuff. I walked in there and I was like, am I in the wrong place? Because there was a bar, had a bar where you can get stuff on tap. And then there was maybe that shelf space right there of beers and then a cooler of beers.
But they were advertising that they had shelves and shelves and shelves of stuff.
Well, because in the pictures, they had shelves and shelves and shelves of stuff. I was like, did I walk into the wrong side of it? Is this the bar side? But I walked to the other door and it was locked. Nothing was in there.
What was on the shelves though? Was it like wine and stuff?
There was some wine, but there was mostly beers. It was a mixed match of beers and none of them really stuck out to me. There was a little bit of Left Hand. There was some DeClaw, but like nothing that really like stuck out as like interesting to me.
Huh.
So I was like, oh, okay. And I looked really weird because there was a lot of people sitting at the bar and I walked in, looked at there, looked at the cooler, looked there, and then it's kind of like walked out. It looked really weird.
Huh.
But yeah, I was disappointed in that because I was hoping to maybe hit a bottle shop, but then was not lucky enough. All right, well, we got the cherry color here.
Oh, I like that.
Like what?
Their logo is the back of a new penny.
I actually did not even focus enough on their logo. Huh.
Well, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't know that the brewery I worked for was a pull tab. And then I explained that to Dustin, and Dustin didn't realize that it was a pull tab.
Do the owners know it's a pull tab?
I'm sure they do.
Love that. All right.
So when I think of cherry
like a sour.
limeade,
This smells like a sour.
is this
It's a hard seltzer.
No, this is the hard seltzer.
Yeah. If it's not, then I'm so sorry.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew. Maybe we don't tag Bright Penny in this. Oh boy. Oh,
Yeah, that's not.
that one kind of misses the mark.
Now, I didn't try any of their seltzers, but they did have. They had a.
Maybe you should have.
They had a. Oh yeah, maybe I should. They had a cherry cobbler
Oh yeah,
on tap, which was good. I actually got a can of that. That was delicious. But that was the only thing that really stuck out. The rest of the stuff, I tried a lager. It was okay. And Abby got when you give a mouse a cookie stout.
Oh, look at Abby drinking stouts.
Oh, Abby loves stouts. Loves them.
All right, you're off the podcast. Abby's in.
Well, she can chime in during Christmas time. Once it comes to the time for stouts during Christmas, she can chime in.
Does Abby want to be on the bourbon barrel aged seltzers?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I don't think it's the barrel age aspect. I think it's more so like the thickness and the chocolatey.
I'm not looking forward to that episode. I want to record it so bad, but
I've been thinking about it. I was like, I don't know how I feel about that in a seltzer.
I don't know how I feel about it either, dude.
Seltzer, man. I don't know. Yeah. So
this is just this is a mess.
I mean, the cherry is clearly there.
That's what you're tasting?
I get a little bit of the lime,
you know
like the puckeriness from the lime, but no, I'm getting like.
You know what this tastes like to me?
What?
Like when you were a kid and you would just go down the line of a soda machine. Not one soda is sticking out. It's just like a mess of flavors.
I think the bitterness from the lime is too strong on this.
No, I'm not getting distinguished flavors. It's just
really
there. It's just there.
You don't get lime. Like I just feel like I just put a lime in my mouth with a little, maybe just a very slight, a little bit of cherry.
No,
that's interesting.
No, I'm just,
I'm definitely getting like if I just took a lime and I just started sucking on my mouth. I know. I thought about
clip
saying that. Clip that, chat.
Yeah, no,
I can definitely finish this. I can finish this.
I can. I don't know.
I
mean, I will. I feel about this like if I went over to a friend's house and they're like, "Oh yeah, here, try this," and it was like a person I didn't really know, I would just like sip on this all night and never ask them again for something to drink. This is just.
Well, to give my rating, I would never.
Did I tell you about the time I went to my cousin's for a family Christmas party?
Great little segue there. Okay, sure.
It just reminds me. It just reminds me of going over to somebody's house, and I doubt they listen to this show, but they found out that I was into craft beer, and this was not the beginning, but it was like close to me being into craft beer. And they brought out some of the worst fucking beer I have ever had in my entire life. Like one of the beers that they gave me was equivalent to drinking when you drive past the city dump and you breathe in. That's what this beer tasted like. It tasted like hot garbage. Like was
it a domestic beer? Was it a craft beer?
No, it was. I think it was
a homebrewed.
No, it wasn't a homebrew. No, I think it was like an import craft type thing. Like it was in that weird time where craft was slowly taking over, but still a lot of like craft beer options were still imports. You know,
were they like sitting there looking for your opinion when you drank it?
Yes, and they were like, "Oh, it's so good, right?" And I was like, "Oh." And it was like we get in the car afterwards and we're driving to the hotel, and I turned to my parents and I'm like, "I'm sorry about this, but that beer that they gave me," I was in high school. I was like, "Mom, Dad," no, I wasn't in high school. Never mind. I was of legal drinking age.
I was gonna say,
I was of legal drinking age.
Hold on.
No, I might have been like 22.
Okay.
And the crazy thing is, they live like less than 10 minutes from Dogfish Head.
So they could have had that.
They could have had delicious craft beer. And they were close to RAR.
Wow.
In that opinion. Well, I don't even know if RAR was open at this time, but I wasn't in high school. Never mind. I don't know why I said that. But talking to my parents and I was like, that beer that they gave me tasted like hot, shitty garbage. And it was not cold. Like they had just placed it in the fridge that day. And it was, that definitely contributed to it. But they were like, oh, this is some of my favorite beer. And I'm like, how the fuck? I don't even remember the name of it because I was just like blocking it out. But I'm not saying that this beer tastes like it, but it's very similar to
your
suffering
experience
through a friend's. Yeah. Just like, oh, yeah, I'll drink this.
Well, let's give a rating on this first, and then I got a little game for us here.
R.
So, wow.
Fucking R.
R, okay. Yeah. I can say R. I'm down for an R.
I don't want to give it a P because, yeah, would I drink it if it was on tap? Yeah, probably. I'd give it a try.
Yeah.
But this is fucking regrettable. My guy, like, fuck. This beer is rough.
Maybe I should.
That's not a beer.
Maybe I
it's a
should have
seltzer.
ended with the Palmer. Jeez.
Yeah, you might have. What you got worse in there?
Well, it's from the same brewery, so we'll
fuck.
see what happens. I don't know, man. Why do you let me pick the order? That's where we go wrong.
I'm gonna set this right here.
Yeah, so we've been experimenting with a bunch of different games here on the show
Keep
for
drinking it
this
to see where
for
it
this season here. And I keep coming up with different ideas. I keep texting Lucas, like, what do you think of this idea? And then he shoots me down. He
I've never
rubs
done that.
my face in dirt and says, no, this is the worst thing
No,
ever. Don't
no.
ever do this.
Here's the thing.
Stop thinking of games.
You could just show up to a recording day and just be like, I got this game for us to play. And then we will play it. Like, it does not matter. You don't have to run shit by me. I don't know why you think
I don't know.
that I'm
I like reassurance, knowing like, hey, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Let's do it.
I'm not in charge of this podcast. Like
but you're a
you don't have to-
co-host. You know,
yeah, you don't
it's
have
nice to have your input on stuff.
If you think it's gonna be good, it's gonna be good. Like that's it.
Okay.
Like I don't care. Like
All right. Well, anyway, so this one
you
here,
don't have to double check with me.
it wasn't necessarily even a double check. It's just like, hey, what do you think? You know, just kind of spitballing. You know, give me constructive criticism is what I even texted. It was like, hey, just give me constructive criticism. And you're just like,
There are some ideas.
it's okay.
There
It's
are
like,
some ideas
give me
I've shut down.
constructive criticism. I want to know, like, why is it bad? Why is it good? Helps me come up with different stuff, you know?
Nate, I think this is the point of you being a teacher. Because there are times where you have suggested games, and I will say I have shut them down. There are a couple of them that I was like, nah, this, and then you were like, well, why?
Why? I
was
want to know, like,
because it doesn't.
why?
I don't want to hurt your feelings. I was like, that doesn't sound like a good idea.
You won't.
I
You
don't
won't
know.
hurt my
I
feelings.
don't
That's
know.
what constructive criticism
I
is.
think it's
like
just when I read it through the text message, it's like your sad voice in my head.
sad voice. Well, no, I recorded my voice on one of them.
No,
You remember
might
that
have.
one?
No,
Okay.
no.
Okay. Well, anyway, so here's what it's gonna be. I've already predetermined on your paper the 5 types of beers. So it's a stout, lager, sour, IPA, and porter. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna give you the name of a beer, and you're gonna match that name of the beer with the type of beer. I should say,
Are these breweries and beers that we probably have had?
you've probably had beer from some of these places, but I don't think you've had these.
Will you tell me the brewery name?
I will when we're done.
okay.
Yeah. And so what will happen is once you've matched them up where they are, I'll tell you how many of them you got correct, and you have a second chance to be able to correct them or change them however you feel. Sound good?
Yeah.
Okay. So the types of beers are stout, lager, sour, IPA, and porter. Okay. So the first one here is going to be Gorlami. Do you get the reference?
Yeah.
Okay, good.
It's
Glorious Bastards.
Inglorious Bastards.
Yeah, Brad Pitt.
And I have to tell you right now,
Well, you write it down. Which one do you think it goes on? I mean, go ahead. Tell me, which one do you think? Do you think it's a stout, lager, sour, IPA, or porter? And remember, sour and
now when you say lager,
Saison's
is
kinda
this
go
beer a lager or is it under the lager umbrella?
umbrella. That's what I mean. Like there's some under there. That's why porter and stout are pretty close. But sour goes with saison, lager, pilsner,
Okay. Well, I'm gonna say that this
IPA, pale ale.
this Gorlami is an Italian pilsner,
Okay.
and I'm putting it for my lager.
Our next one here is going to be Sunday Morning Napalm.
Sunday morning napalm.
Sunday Morning Napalm.
Okay. I'm gonna put that under stout.
All right.
I believe it is a hot pepper stout. Hot pepper coffee stout.
Oh, you're getting into it. You're going to tell me
Yeah.
what the adjuncts are. Okay. Our next one here is going to be Keyhole Peep Show.
Keyhole Peep Show. I'm just gonna go with my gut on this one. I think this one's wrong though.
What are you putting it as?
I'm putting it as my sour, and I'm gonna think it's a key lime pie sour.
All right.
Oh shit! Yeah. It's a key lime pie with peeps.
Ooh.
With
Okay.
peeps sour.
Ooh. Okay. I like your thinking
Keyhole
here.
Peep Show.
I like your thinking
Right?
here. Those are interesting. Okay. This next one here is Wait Till Mom Finds Out.
God, I hate beer names. Wait till mom. Shit.
Wait till mom finds out.
I have IPA and porter left.
Wait till mom finds out.
I'm gonna put that as my IPA.
Your IPA.
And I'm gonna think that it's a high ABV triple or something like that. And it's like, oh, you just drank that. Wait till mom finds out.
Ooh. Okay. I like the detail you're going in on this. This is good.
Finds out. Okay.
Which means you're gonna say the porter is gonna be the ship burner.
Yeah. Ship burner porter. That's from Twin Oast.
Damn, you knew that one.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that should help you out a little bit.
I fucking
then.
love Twin Oast.
Right?
I've never been there. It has been on my fucking list. And oh god, they make some so good beers up there. Their Oktoberfest is my top 5.
Well, let's go up there. My wife Abby has a cousin that lives up there, and so he's always invited to go up to Twin Oaks. So if you want to go up to Twin Oaks during Oktoberfest, let's go.
Maybe.
All right, maybe. Of course, you're summer
Fair.
of seltzer. Yeah, Red Fair. That's true.
So let's go with the first one here.
So, well, let me tell you, you got 3 out of the 5.
Oh, I did.
Correct. You got
I
3
did.
out of the 5 correct. What changes do you want to make?
What changes do I want to make?
Yeah. So you had the stout as the Sunday morning napalm. You had the lager as Gorlami. You had the sour as the Keyhole Peep Show. You had the IPA as Wait Till Mom Finds Out, and the porter as the ship burner.
I want to switch the stout and the sour.
The stout and the sour. All right. So you're going to switch stout and the sour.
What'd that do for me? That make it worse?
You now have 3 wrong.
No, are you serious?
Yeah. You know what to do now, right?
Switch them back.
Switch them back. Okay, so you're going to switch them back.
Okay.
Question is, which one of those was wrong? The stout or the sour?
I'm going to switch the IPA and the stout.
The IPA and the stout? IPA and the stout. Man, the logistics are getting more crazy here, thinking about them on paper.
Did I get them right?
No, you got 3 wrong now.
All right. So the stout's correct.
The stout is correct.
So I'm going to say, okay, so I'll switch it back then. Fine. So the stout's correct.
So the stout is Sunday morning napalm.
And the porter is correct.
And the porter is ship burner.
Okay, then I'm going to switch the sour and the IPA. And I'm going to keep the lager as Gorlami.
There it is. You got it. That is correct. So the stout was Sunday morning napalm. It is a 6.6% breakfast stout from 2 Bandits Brewing
With
in
peppers?
Hicksville, Ohio. Didn't say anything about peppers, but breakfast stout, I don't think there would be peppers, but that would make more sense.
Well, with the napalm, I just thought it would be
That's
fire.
fair. That's fair. These were all Ohio breweries, by the way. The next one was a sour. It is Wait Till Mom Finds Out is 4.3% sour from Two Tones, Whitehall, Ohio.
Oh, I like Two Tones.
I don't think I've had that one though. I've had several. I like their berry crumble, whatever their crumble
lemon
series, whatever their crumble series is. I like that. The IPA was Keyhole Peep Show, which is a 5.8% pale ale from Arrogant Goat from Bucyrus,
wait. What
Ohio.
did you say was the lager?
We didn't get to that.
What did you just
The
say?
IPA. The IPA.
Is Keyhole Peep Show.
Keyhole Peep Show, which was a pale
Gotcha.
ale from Arrogant Goat, Bucyrus, Ohio. The lager was Gorlami, which is a
Italian.
5.5% Pilsner from Branch and Bone, Dayton, Ohio.
Italian Pilsner, I'm guessing.
Yep, Italian Pilsner.
I was right about that.
Yep.
Look at that one.
Yeah. And then porter was a ship burner, 5.1% porter, brown porter from Twin Oaks, Port Clinton, Ohio.
That's a good game.
Yeah. Yeah, you
Good
did you did really well on that actually. I loved the elaboration you went on the
Yeah.
names. That
Yeah,
was
yeah.
fun. I enjoyed that. Here's your phone back.
Thank
Yeah.
you.
So let's dive into our last beer here for the episode. All right. So this is Bright Penny Brewing, and it is called Island Time Hard Seltzer. It is a hard seltzer brewed with a generous amount of pineapple, mango, and apple juice.
Fucking gross. You had me until that last one.
I enjoy their artwork on the can. You had me till the last one?
Pineapple, mango, apple juice.
I guess the apple aspect is a bit weird. They're all tropical, and then there's apple. That's fair. That's an odd little addition there.
The crooked can is a pina colada seltzer.
Ooh, that sounds good. And you also have the what?
Nate's favorite beer from where I work, the watermelon gozas.
Yeah.
Are you gonna pick some up before you head back down?
I should. That'd be a smart move. Maybe. Did you give me more in case it was bad? Did you give me the more of it?
Dude, this smells like apple juice.
I haven't tried it yet. Hold on. It does.
Do you think they added the apple juice because of
it didn't?
sweetener?
Because it maybe wasn't as sweet as they'd hoped when they had the other two?
Yeah.
I guess so. Let's
drink this.
Drink our apple juice.
From Bright Penny. Pineapple, mango, and apple juice. And I think the apple juice I think it's apple juice concentrate. And that's why it smells so much. I'm getting pineapple sweetness, like candied pineapple.
It is definitely very
That
sweet.
is sweet as shit.
It's definitely very sweet.
Diabetes. I feel it tingling in my toes.
Mm.
God damn.
I don't remember from the other one from them if it had a lot of carbonation.
No, these both have been lightly carbonated, I would say.
Yeah, the other one was as well. Yeah, not a lot of carbonation in it.
Oh God.
I don't mind it.
It's almost too sweet.
It is very sweet. If you're looking for something that's just sugared down, this is the way to go. I don't know. I mean, like,
this isn't as sweet as the Arnold Palmer one.
Not as sweet? You mean it's less sweet than the Arnold Palmer?
No. This is more sweet than the Arnold Palmer.
Okay,
Sorry,
gotcha.
sorry if I misspoke.
Okay, I was like, that can't be right.
If I misspoke, I apologize.
Man,
I was trying to get this over there. God, I love this setup. I don't know. I feel way more relaxed.
I could take this as like a dessert seltzer.
As a dessert seltzer? A dessert seltzer?
Beers have dessert beers. Why not have a dessert seltzer?
I don't think technically there are dessert beers. There are beers who
would make a good dessert.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think this is the case here. Well, clearly just because it's so sweet.
Fuck.
I don't hate it. It's not what I expected.
I wouldn't drink this on a hot day.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
You get what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you.
If you're mowing the lawn, this
is not a summer beer.
90 something degrees outside, and
this is not a beach, a summer seltzer. This is nothing like that.
God, this is.
I honestly would, if I tasted this, I wouldn't expect it to be a seltzer at all.
It's like
quite honestly
when you get soda on the outside of a soda bottle and it's just sticky. So this is like
what?
Like sticky sweet. You know what I mean?
Okay. You want me to put a little bit on the side of my glass and we can see later here if it gets sticky sweet?
Don't do that to my glasses that I gotta clean.
Let's give a rating for this beer.
Yeah.
What are you thinking?
I'm gonna give it another R, man.
Really?
It's too sweet.
I give it an O.
Okay. I'll give it an
no. Don't change your rating on me. Here.
All right.
You just stick with it. I don't hate it. Like I could drink it. Like I could if there were nothing else on tap that I didn't like from them, I could sit here and drink this.
This is a one and done for me. Yeah,
I get more of the pineapple the more I drink it, but
I'm getting
Definitely
more
no
the pineapple
mango.
too.
Definitely no mango.
But yeah, no mango. It's pineapple with sweetness from, I'm guessing, apple juice concentrate.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
it's just,
It definitely tastes like a kid's drink.
yeah. It tastes like juicy juice.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah. Did you ever, they
Yeah.
still do that?
I don't know.
I haven't seen those in a while. I remember drinking juicy juice.
Is that Welch's that did Juicy Juice?
No, I don't think, I think it was its own brand.
I thought it was like a
Speaking
brand
of Welch's, speaking of Welch's,
Okay. Sure.
Welch's juices have dropped a hard cocktail line.
Of course they did.
And
Everybody and their mom is dropping a hard seltzer or some kind of seltzer.
Where's my phone? Where's my phone? Where's my
Of course.
I want to tell you the flavors. I want to tell you the flavors.
I feel like every single place is just dropping. I mean, they see an opportunity. It's there. Why not? People are going for seltzers. They're going for those hard cocktails.
Welch's cocktails.
Nostalgia. Why not?
Real fruit juice, real fun times. I'm just scrolling through the flavors. They've got they're ready to drink cocktails.
Okay.
Vodka transfusion, I guess. I don't know if that's what they're calling it, but it's the grape juice with the vodka.
Okay.
They have a watermelon mule, a passion fruit mojito, and a vodka cranberry.
That one would be good. I don't know how I feel about the what was the second one? The
mule?
The mule. Watermelon mule? I don't know how I feel about that.
I can't wait to try them. I already reached out to them. They have not messaged me back. But I want to try those.
They distribute anywhere yet? Is it like something they're just advertising now, or are they already?
I searched online and there's nothing in this zip code area.
This area.
But I saw I became aware of it just from scrolling through the videos on Instagram, the reels, right? Is that what they're called? And it was a very popular, and I'm sure, like, you know, the ones who have thousands and thousands of followers. By the way, follow our Instagram. Like this girl, I think, has over like 200K followers. Yeah. And I think that's what they're doing. I think they're giving it to these huge drink influencers.
Yeah.
But all she does is drink seltzers and ready to go cocktails. And she had these, and I was like, whoa, hold the fuck up now. Welch's fruit juice is dropping this.
Well, yeah, that's a successful marketing campaign right there. Yeah. They just got you.
But I remember Juicy Juice, my mom getting the cans of it.
I could have sworn that was a Welch's brand. I thought it was a type of. Look it up. I'm pretty sure it was. I could see it in my brain. I could have sworn I saw Welch's juice. Welch's Juicy Juice. Is it not?
Oh my god, it's still a thing. I can get it at Kroger.
Hey. Yeah, I think I've seen them. They're really small. They're not.
Were you a Kool-Aid or a Tang household?
Those are two weirdly different things.
The powdered drinks?
Tang wasn't. I don't think it's Sunkist. Tang. I thought Tang did
Juicy
orange.
Juice is still a thing.
Who makes it?
That's what I'm looking.
There's got to be a big name that makes it. That's the only way they would still be around.
They might have gotten. I remember getting them. My mom getting big cans of it, and like I would drink out of a can, like pour it from a can into.
I remember
cup.
the little things that you would take the straw off,
like the juice boxes.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I guess you could say more Kool-Aid. You're a more Kool-Aid family.
I was a Tang family until I couldn't get Tang anymore. But I don't know why. I don't know why we were a Tang household, because nobody else drank Tang.
Is that like the off-brand of it, the cheaper version, the Walmart brand?
It's a name brand, because a Tang is what the astronauts drink.
Oh. Well, then I don't know. I honestly have not made a big picture of like powdered drink in forever.
So I'm on their Instagram page for Juicy Juice USA.
Maybe they have their own brand. They might
Maybe
just
they
be
are.
their own brand. I guess I always associate them with being Welch's.
But their logo is completely different now and all that.
Really? Show me a
And
picture.
this tastes like juicy juice to me. And
That's fair.
just being a little kid and drinking juicy juice.
Yeah, this definitely looks like a more like healthy.
And I don't think it was when we drank it.
No. But like that definitely they definitely changed their logo to be more like, hey, this is healthier, kids. I could see that. Yeah. They made it more, I don't know the name for it, but they made it more eco, I guess.
Or maybe it just was healthier, and I doubt it. I mean, I was like, a kid. I don't give
I
a
think
shit.
anything we ate as a kid was
Yeah,
healthy.
probably fucking not. But my mom would make sandwiches for me and stuff like that, and I would have a juice box. And Arthur was on it.
Yes. Okay. I do remember those.
Yeah. What's your opinion on our new setup? We're going at an hour and 23 on this episode.
Dude, I feel so comfortable.
This is just so much easier. It feels
It
like
is.
it feels like when we've done those episodes on my patio.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm so excited for the Adirondack chairs when we get those.
It's very comfortable. I'm definitely going to bring cushions for those. I don't think my butt will be able to handle sitting in those for an hour.
Yeah, we can get.
But I'm going to bring. I have
cushions.
cushions. I'll bring some.
Okay.
But yeah, that brings us to an episode of, I guess, I don't know what we're going to call this episode. Maybe Rocky Mount Breweries.
No, I don't want to say breweries because we're just covering the seltzers, but
Well, they're from breweries, though.
I don't know. I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll figure something out. I'll do it in post. But
Let
yeah.
us know in the comments down below how you feel about our new setup.
Yeah.
Be sure to follow us on all of our social media. We have
Well, we're on Instagram. We're on YouTube. We're on Spotify. We're on
Apple Podcasts. 5-star ratings on Apple Podcasts and Spotify go a long way for us.
Long way.
That would
Even
be
4 stars.
fantastic.
If you're gonna give us 3 or below, then
Then
fuck
maybe
off.
don't. But no, this has just been fantastic.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel
I don't want
better.
to get up. I'm
I
totally
feel
honest.
better.
I'm very chill right here, right now, and I'm just vibing. I like this.
And the table's out of the way. I just felt like we were like kind of cramped behind the table.
Yeah, it didn't fit in this room very well. I got all this leg space
Where-
now. I get to stretch my legs out.
We're adding on to this. We're gonna add a backdrop to it, and hopefully some more beer signs and posters as well.
Yeah.
Because we do understand in the back it's a little blank right now.
Yeah, make it look more backyardish. That brings us to the end of another Pine Pals podcast episode. I've wanted to end it so bad,
know.
and you just keep
I
going
know.
on. No, that's fine. Those were all really valid points, and I've loved all the stories. But I also never get to end the podcast, so I wanted to end
Yeah,
this
go
one
ahead.
here.
This is delicious.
It is. I'm a big fan of it. Palmer Pot by Hopfly Brewing Company. But thank you so much to all our listeners, to all our viewers. We also have video on Spotify now, so if you want to watch us and you're on Spotify, you can watch the videos. Please do not watch while you're driving, please. There's nothing that interesting to see.
No, don't do that.
Lucas has his shoes on, so there's nothing to really see there. If you guys happen to want to have a shirtless,
Send us a DM.
send us a DM, and we'll take the shoes and the shirt off. Make it real interesting. Get
No
weird.
shoes, no shirt, but still service.
Hey, but cheers to everybody. Thank you to all the listeners. Thank you to everybody. And we'll see you in the next episode.
Bye.
Bye.